Hey guys, just wanted to share this fantastic video with you of Tucker Carlson explaining how he was quote-unquote radicalized in a Russian grocery store. I mean, what is going on? You know things are getting bad when even the most popular, most well-known news reporter on the planet is beginning to notice things that we've been talking about on this channel for a long time, right? Now, what was the source of this radicalization? Well, Tucker and his team, as you know, they're in Russia, and, they had to go to the grocery store, and they were thunderstruck by the revelation that the Russian people are only paying about 25% of the cost of food of Americans and Western Europeans. And they're stumbling for answers, and they're searching for explanations for this. How could it possibly be that Russia, an economic backwater really, right? A nation in a state of war, a nation being crippled by massive economic sanctions, how could this possibly? And look, Tucker Carlson is an extremely intelligent man. I'm sure his team is also. But they were stumbling and searching for explanations, unable to actually explain the source of this problem. Tucker begins to talk about ideology and crime and filth and inflation. Of course it's inflation. But they were unable to actually identify the source of the problem. And as you know on this channel, we've been doing that for a long time. But without further ado, here's thunderstruck Tucker Carlson and his team being quote-unquote radicalized against their leaders and government in a Russian grocery store. Unbelievable.
I went from amused to legitimately angry. So we were guessing what this would cost. Everybody hears from the United States buys groceries, and we didn't pay any attention to costs as we were just putting in the cart what we would actually eat over a week. And we all came in around $400, about $400. It was $104 US here. And that's when you start to realize that ideology maybe doesn't matter as much as you thought. Corruption. If you take people's standard of living and you tank it through filth and crime and inflation, and they literally can't buy the groceries they want, at that point, maybe it matters less what you say or whether you're a good person or a bad person. You're wrecking people's lives in their country, and that's what our leaders have done to us. And coming to a Russian grocery store, the heart of evil, and seeing what things cost and how people live, it will radicalize you against our leaders. That's how I feel anyway, radicalized. We're not making any of this up, by the way.
Now, guys, as you know, we have been talking about this for a long time on this channel, and we have been discovering and proving the true source of this problem. But I don't want to give it away right now for people who don't know. I'd like to ask all of you to please leave a comment below, if you would. Explain to us what the true source of this quote-unquote inflation and quote-unquote cost of living crisis and quote-unquote housing crisis, what you think the true source of this problem is. For those of you who are interested, I'm going to leave links to a couple of our videos above where you can discover the true source of this problem.